Good evening, everyone. This evening we are going to delve deep in economic subject about how nation of India earns Forex. There was a time in 1990 that India had only $1 billion in Forex, even less than $1 billion, 800 millions. Today, by the grace of God, India has about $600 billion in Forex, and every year increment is around $100 billion. Though it actually dipped little low during the COVID lockdown, but after COVID lockdown, again it is picking up, and we are going to see this year in 2021 addition of $100 billion in our forex reserve. Forex is needed. The most essential thing the nation needs is Forex. Without Forex, you cannot do the business with foreign nation. Import bills. You cannot pay import bills. Nearly 40% of the petroleum India actually buys from the OPEC nation. So we have to pay in dollars. So many other things India buys from other nations, so we have to pay in dollars. Indian students go foreign countries to get education. Indians go foreign country for tourism. All of these people need dollars, and Indian government provides them because Indian government has 600 plus $1 billion. Though it is a lot more than many other nations, but still less than China. China has around $10 trillion, means 10,000 billions. India has only 600, not even 1,000 billion. So in that connotation, India is lagging a lot behind China, and it will take India probably 10, 15, 20 years to catch up with Chinese forex reserve. Without forex, nation is redundant. Nation cannot function. Nation's economy cannot function. Nation's import-export means impacts cannot function. A nation is poor. Simply put, poor nations are those which have no forex or which have very little forex. Without forex, your nation cannot function. Your economy is absolutely redundant, obsolete, absolutely useless. Economy does not have any kind of substance. Economy does not have any kind of might. Economy does not have any kind of luster. It is totally lackluster economy. Where India gets its forex, there are 5 sources are there according to the government of India. And these 5 sources I have actually listed right here. Number 1 is FII, Foreign Institutional Investments or investors. These investments coming from the FII who invest their money in bonds, stocks, this kind of, they actually support the companies to create capital for them. They invest in bond and invest, in the tune of billions of dollars they invest, and that way India can actually accumulate forex. Point number two is FII investment in shares, bond and share, stocks, bonds, and share. FII means foreign institutional investors. They actually invest their money in our companies. For example, Reliance has 72% investment from the foreigners. Tata has 75% investment from foreigners. So there is not a company out of all 418 MNCs India has. Every company has investment from the foreign countries. Now that is really a frightening thing. We don't have any reason to reach for the bubbly. We don't have any reason to celebrate ourselves, because 72% investment of foreigners connotes the 70% Reliance actually is owned by foreign people. 75% Tata is owned by foreign people. These companies and many other companies belong to foreign investors more than DII or domestic institutional investors. We have only, for Tata, we have only 25% Tata belongs to India, 28% Reliance belongs to India, and all other companies, every other company. For example, you take the biggest example or the worst example, I should say, very, very frightening and discouraging example is Maruti Suzuki. India has only 8% share. 8% Maruti Suzuki belongs to India. 92% belongs to Japan and all other foreign investors. Point number 3, long-term foreign loans. Whatever the loans that the Indian government seeks from the IMF and other foreign banks like Bank of America and Bank of Japan and all other like English banks, they are replete with dollar. They have Japan, for example, BOJ, Bank of Japan, has $3.5 trillion in reserve. $3.5 trillion only bank has. So lots of companies actually rush to this bank to seek loans from that company at the rate of around 2% or 2.5%. So when we actually borrow the money for the long term foreign loans, then we actually earn Forex through that source. Point number 4 is short-term foreign loans. Some foreign loans are very short-term foreign loans. For short-term foreign loans will charge around 4% interest. Long-term would be around 2 to 2.5. Longer the money you utilize from the banks are going to charge you lower interest rate, and if you are going to utilize the bank's capital for a short period of time, then they are going to charge you a little more. Number 5 is FDI in factories. FII are those who invest in the shares, stocks, and bonds of the companies. FDI actually invest in factories, production lines. They produce the goods over here. They can come over here and they can launch their production unit, assembly line. They can actually launch a factory in India and manufacture cars and manufacture two-wheelers like Hero Honda and all that. These people are known as FDI, foreign direct investment. FII means a foreign institutional investment that is only in the company. Buying the company shares, stocks and bonds and all that, like I told you that 72% of Reliance belongs to foreigners because they hold 72% of the capital of Reliance, 75% of the capital of Tata is held by foreigners. But FDI don't invest in the companies, but they actually launch their own company. They launch their own companies. Either they produce, manufacture computers or two-wheelers, four-wheelers, whatever the demand of the nation, they are going to manufacture in our nation and sell it over here, and whatever the profit they make, pay the taxes, and some plow back investment in corporate social responsibility, and the rest of the profit they can siphon off to their own nation. But nevertheless, these FDI helping India to accumulate lots of Forex. FII also help India to accumulate lots of Forex, and since we opened FII and FDI in 1990, we have been accumulating hefty amount of Forex. Nation has been progressing. Those companies are also progressing. Those companies make lots of profit in India. Lots of profit they take to America, Japan, North or South Korea, wherever they are from. But it's one hand washes the other. If we are not going to let them take the profit to their nation, if we are not going to allow them to make some money over here, why they should come over here? So it is like sharing. Companies make profit, they share those profits with Indian government, Indian people and all that, and whatever the leftover they take to their nation, we are happy, they are happy, and that is called business. In business, everybody must be happy then and then business. You cannot say that you come to India and you make money over here, so you cannot take money back home. That was Indira Gandhi's policy. Indira Gandhi actually promulgated the policy that whatever you make in India, it should stay in India. You plow back, you invest in India, invest again, invest in second company, third company, 10th company, 20th company, but you cannot take a penny to your nation, whether you are from America or England or France or South Korea or Japan. You cannot take the money back. What happened as a result that those companies actually fled away and the new companies never came during the time of Indira Gandhi, but these companies started coming during the time of Rajiv Gandhi, Manmohan Singh and Narasimha Rao. These trio, or these three people in 1990 actually opened India's portals, India's doors to all the foreign companies, and in return, foreign nations open their doors for our company. So one hand washes the other. That's all for today. Tomorrow again we are going to talk about something else. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.